everyone. So today in the What's That Charge video, I'm doing a video series about criminal backgrounds and the different charges that can come up when you're reviewing a background check from a potential candidate. I do these videos because over the last decade, I've been working really hard to help people coming out of prison find meaningful employment. And through our consulting with different large and small organizations trying to form a background policy, a new one to include hiring people with criminal backgrounds. There have been a lot of questions that have come up. We've went over different scenarios and situations, and I'm aware that it is very difficult sometimes to look at a criminal background and understand what the heck you're looking at. So that's why I'm doing these videos, just to help HR professionals and business leaders and business owners with just understanding what they're looking at to give a more informed decision instead of just looking at something and saying, wow, that looks bad, no thank you, or no, we don't hire people that have a felony conviction, no thank you. This is to open up your mind a little and to think about different situations and scenarios of things that could have occurred. Like I said in the caption of this video, sometimes what is on paper looks a lot worse than what really happened. And sometimes what really happened is a lot worse than what's on paper because the justice system, there's different plea deals, there's different enhancements. Sometimes somebody gets a really crappy deal and sometimes somebody gets a really great deal. That's what criminal attorneys are for, which, by the way, I do get all of these videos fact-checked by a criminal attorney. Thank you so much, Bo. If any of you have any questions diving deeper into some of this stuff that I talk about, you can go message him. I've tagged him. So thank you so much for donating your time to Cornbread Hustle and reviewing this content to fact-check me, because I am not an attorney. So let's talk today about aggravated charges. So what causes a criminal charge to enhance to an aggravated charge? So if you're in any of these job boards on Facebook looking for potential talent and you see somebody say, anybody know of any companies that will accept an ag charge? That is what they're talking about, an aggravated crime. So there are several different reasons that a crime can be enhanced to aggravated, but the main reason is if somebody is exhibiting a weapon or cause bodily harm. So, for instance, kidnapping. Let's say that somebody has kidnapping on their criminal record. Yeah, that can look really bad, but a kidnapping charge can simply be an angry parent who is taking the kid during an argument, who doesn't have custody rights, and taking a kid and leaving during an argument. That can be kidnapping. Aggravated kidnapping is if that person takes that kid and exhibits a weapon or causes fear or causes bodily harm. So we also have assault. A simple assault. So sometimes if you're interviewing somebody and they're talking about their criminal record and they say, I just have a simple assault. I know a lot of times I've talked with HR people and they're like, simple assault? What's a simple assault? Well, what they mean by that is it could have simply been a fight at a bar or something that didn't get too out of hand. Even a slap to the face, or there was a fight that didn't cause bodily harm and there was no weapon. So that would be an assault. And a lot of times people who are in recovery do have those assaults on their criminal record because alcohol, drugs, that tends to cause arguments and fights. But it can be an example of an aggravated assault is, say, somebody was in an argument and pulled out a gun and pointed it at the other person, or obviously pulled the trigger. That can even be enhanced to attempted murder. So aggravated assault, I've mentioned before, one of my employees, she's very open about her story. She has aggravated assault because she got in an argument with her ex and got in her car and ran into his car multiple times with her car. during, she was obviously under the influence, but that can be enhanced to with a deadly weapon. So you have aggravated assault, and then it can always be enhanced to with a deadly weapon. And I think I've gone over this in the last video, what can be considered a deadly weapon. Just about anything. If it can cause serious bodily harm, then it can be enhanced to a deadly weapon. So we have aggravated assault. I've even seen aggravated identity theft. Sometimes things can be enhanced to aggravated if it's something that's happened so many times that they want to enhance it to a much stiffer penalty, because it's like, okay, this has happened more than 3 times. It's now aggravated. Just like DWIs. If you have more than 3 DWIs, it can be enhanced from a misdemeanor to a felony. So as you are opening up your doors and starting to consider hiring people that are coming out of prison or have a criminal record, I hope that this information helps. Again, aggravated in the most simple terms means exhibiting a weapon or causing bodily harm. That's simple. That's the simple terms of an aggravated charge. Now, like I said, somebody could be watching this video and be like, well, I did that, but I don't have an aggravated charge. Well, you had a great attorney, and maybe you got a great deal. So everything at Cornbread Hustle, we hire everyone of all backgrounds. If we've seen it, or if it's happened, we've probably seen it. So we don't discriminate against any criminal background. What we do is we work really hard to vet to see where that person is today, and we look through the criminal background as we're understanding what happened that night, what the prison sentence was, those nights, right? Sometimes it's a long criminal background. So my goal for these videos is to inspire people to be a little bit more open-minded to case by case, and just kind of understand the situation and have some knowledge, because the last thing I want to do is send a bunch of people out and say, just hire people with criminal backgrounds, don't worry about anything. No, we do still have a social responsibility to not set people up for failure and to make sure that we're placing them in the right job for their situation. So this video is at 8 minutes. I'm going on and on and on. If you have any questions regarding aggravated charges, feel free to message me. If you have any questions that have to do with hiring people with criminal backgrounds, but Bo, who is tagged in this post, can probably answer your questions a little bit better as it relates to going in depth on the criminal background questions. Everyone have a great week. Bye.